Yeah, we had family devotions every day. My father was home, and he was an evangelist. If he was home between meetings, he would lead it. Otherwise, my mother led it, and the whole family, the kids, we all took part in it. And it wasn't just the adult that prayed; all of us prayed. When I was a kid, all the way up, all of our children, the children, prayed from the youngest to the oldest, and then our parents finished off the prayer time. At that time, the government still, to servicemen, they handed out a New Testament with Proverbs and Psalms in it. And I would read mine from mine every day. And then one time, some of the fellows saw me reading it, and they said, "Hey, Dodge, read some of that to all of us, will you?" So I read from the New Testament. I think it was New Testament, or right from the Bible, some things, and I had a chance to, talk about spiritual things or God's protection, and I had a sense all the time I was in the service that I was going to make it back, because I felt that God had something for me to do in life. It was very strongly. And so I ended up becoming a health and physical education teacher. Worked with young people, also with church groups, youth groups, and so I had a very worthwhile, rich life. Well, I prayed every day, but one time I was a radio man on an aircraft, and we were coming in for a landing. See, you land. A lot of people don't realize you land and take off into the wind. You don't have the wind behind you, you have it in front of you. Now, sometimes the way landing fields are, you don't easily get a headwind. If you get a crosswind, it's more problems for landing or taking off. And we came in for a landing, and a crosswind hit us from the side, and we landed like on one wheel, and I was looking out the side window, and I could see the wing coming down closer and closer to the ground. Now, if that wing hits the ground, it'll rupture, and our gasoline tanks are in the wing, and also if it hits, it discapolocated. Yeah, it's like a crash landing, so to speak. And I was looking out, and I saw the crosswind had hit us, and I saw the wing going down, and I can still hear myself saying, "Well, this is it." But the wing was just about at the point to touch the ground, and it stopped, just stopped, and came back up, and we had a safe landing. But it was, right then I knew there was more than just, there was all supernatural power involved in that. But things like that were happening all the time during the war. It happens where God intervenes in ways that you can't always understand or always explain. I just believe it when it happens.